Good morning. This is Bud from Older, Wiser Bud. I wanted to make a video showing how I met my Filipino wife. You're going to say, what's that got to do with living on a budget in Florida? Well, it's got a lot to do with living on a budget in Florida because I don't spend one wisely, she does, and she kind of helps me keep it under control. Many years ago, I was divorced from my American wife, and I didn't date after that for 2 or 3 years. And finally, someone at the post office, an ex-friend, got me a blind date. It was so awkward because I hadn't dated for so long. I didn't know if I should open the door for her or if she'd be insulted or if we'd split the bill. I didn't know anything about dating. So I didn't date again for a long time. And a friend of mine suggested I go on this dating site. I think it was called American Singles. So I went there. And the first day I was there, I meet this cute Filipino girl. I thought, well, that's weird. Why a Filipino girl? So I'd go on that site every night after I get off work. And it seemed like I was always meeting Filipino girls. They all looked the same. They were small, had long black hair, easy smiles. But some of them, I thought, were more interested in a green card than a relationship. Some of them just wanted money. I would talk to one lady and I'd say, well, I'll talk to you tomorrow. She'd say, well, I don't have a load. I didn't know then that she didn't need a load. I could talk to her without her having a load. But anyway, a load was 20 pesos, so it's a big deal, so I'd send it to her. Well, later on, a member of her family would get sick, and they couldn't afford the doctor. That was $7. Well, $7. So, but anyway, that became a pattern, and I got a little tired of it. So I figured out some sort of a system. I could find out if these ladies were honest with me or not. After I talked to one, I'd go on the profile. If they're on a dating site, they have to file a personal profile, and I would look for their birthday. Well, their birthday wouldn't be on the profile, but their zodiac sign, whatever you call it, would be. And that would give me a 2 or 3 month time frame. I'd know about when their birthday was. So when I talked to them again, I'd say, by the way, when's your birthday? Many of them would say, next week, yesterday, last week. And their next question is always, what are you sending me for my birthday? So I would not talk to them anymore because they weren't honest. I finally met a lady from Manila who I really liked. In fact, I went to see her several times, got engaged to her. But I had just a feeling in my gut. There was something not right. That she was really interested in getting a green card, not a relationship. So we broke up, and just a few days later, I noticed she had a new relationship going. So maybe I was right that time. I don't know. I've been right before, but not very often. So sometime later, I met another young lady in Davao City named Joanne. And this lady impressed me as being very intelligent and extremely honest. She was a school teacher. She spoke Tagalog, she spoke Bisaya, she spoke English very well. And I found out later she was teaching children in this Japanese school, how to speak Japanese. So the lady spoke 4 languages, and we got along really nice. I made the mistake one time of saying, Joanne, do you need some money? Well, she was insulted. She says, I've got a good job. I don't need your money. And I thought, oh, this is my kind of woman after all. So we did get engaged. I went to see her several times. And we got married in Davao City. And I went back to the U.S. and sold my house, retired from my job, and went back to Davao City. And we applied for a green card so she could come visit the U.S. Let me say right now one thing, difference about Filipino and American women, and I have to watch my words carefully. American women seem to be, what shall I say, feminist. Philippine women are feminine. That's a big difference. Anyway, she finally got her green card. And we went back and forth to the U.S. maybe 3 times. And the last time when we entered in San Francisco, immigration just got all over our cases. This is not the purpose of a green card. So you go back and forth. So the purpose of a green card, you come here, you take an exam, you become a citizen. That's the purpose of a green card. So we felt lucky that he even let her in that time. And while we were here, the pandemic hit. We couldn't go back if we wanted to. So we rented a house in Florida, decided we would just stay the 3 years at least, let Joe get her citizenship. She took a 1-month course training to be a CNA, that's a certified nursing assistant. And she did quite well on that. Then she registered for her state exam, which was an all-day exam. We went and took that on her written part. She scored 95%. And on the practical part, which took all afternoon, I thought she'd never come out of there, she passed that too. And it turns out of all the people that took it, only 2 people passed, Joe and one other lady. Don't know which one. So she comes home, and we think, well, we got to find a job now. Well, that was wrong. A job came looking for her. We were inundated with job offers. The first one she went on, the interview was like this: when can you start? They really wanted CNAs badly. So, and do you want days or nights? And Joe said, well, what is the night differential? They said $3 an hour. Well, I'll take nights. Well, when she went back for her first day at work, they said, we made a mistake. It's only $1 an hour. Do you still want to work here? Well, she did, but wasn't very happy about it. And maybe a month later, a hospital about 3 minutes from where we live called her, wanted an interview. So she went on the interview, and 2 or 3 weeks later, they called her. They offered her a job. So she resigned from the first place, didn't mind resigning because they had been less than honest with their wage quotation. Where she works now at the hospital, she makes more per hour, and she works 3 nights, 3 12-and-a-half-hour nights, then has 4 days off. So we like that. She wants to be a nurse. They will offer education assistance. I don't know what extent, we haven't looked into that yet. So that is how I met my Filipino wife. It's no doubt the best thing that ever happened to me, because like I was a heavy smoker, for example. When I met her, unbeknownst to her, I quit. I figured, here's a woman I want to live a long time with. So that's been over 10 years now. In fact, we're about to celebrate our 10th wedding anniversary. We're going to be at Disney World with quite a few members of my family. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So anyway, that's how I met her. If you like this video, please click the like down here and subscribe, because we need likers and we need subscribers. And I'm going to post when Jojo comes home from work. I'm going to post some pictures of her so you'll know what she looks like. So good night all. Thanks for viewing.